John Leguizamo, man. John Leguizamo, I don't know how many videos I've made on you, man, but you are just one of those people that just doesn't seem to get it in their head. And you also seem to have an ego, the likes of which I haven't seen in such a long time. I think probably the most comparable thing is probably the writers on the Rings of Power team who really thought that they can write a book better than Tolkien. That's that level of ego that we're dealing with regarding John Leguizamo. But why am I talking about John Leguizamo? So this guy clearly has been very critical of the Super Mario Brothers sequel because of his main complaint that they didn't star a Latino actor as a voice. Now, the funny thing is, I don't know why he is so obsessed with Latino actors playing in Super Mario Brothers when they're based off of two Italian men. But again, this is something that Leguizamo seems to have a fetish for because it's weird. Like, I don't understand. Is he Hispanic? Is he Italian? Is he a mix of both? It seems like he tries to adhere to one culture or another based off of when he's trying to or how he's trying to virtue signal at the time. So apparently, he's also just recently come out and said that he would join the Super Mario Brothers sequel. Oh, now he wants to join the sequel because he saw how much money it was making. But apparently, he wants to join the sequel under one condition. And what do you guys think that one condition is? I can only begin to imagine. So we're going to get into this article from MovieWeb, but of course, before we do, guys, consider giving this video a like to help us push out into the YouTube algorithm. It says, although he has been publicly critical of the Super Mario Brothers casting, John Leguizamo would consider joining a sequel in one condition. I can only imagine. John Leguizamo has made his feelings about the casting decisions on the Super Mario Brothers movie very clear in a number of interviews. However, it appears that the actor who played Luigi in the live-action Super Mario Bros. Movie back in '93 would still consider becoming part of Nintendo's new animated universe in a sequel on one simple condition. Now, the funny thing is, John Leguizamo, again, why are you trying to pretend like Nintendo is even looking your way, my brother? Why are you even pretending as if Nintendo even has you on their radar for this movie? Nobody cares about how you acted as Luigi back in 1993 in one of the worst movies of all time. That movie, for me, I consider it a cult classic, okay? I actually do enjoy that movie because I put it in the category of it's so bad that it's good, but I know most people did not feel that way about that movie. They just thought it was a weird fucking movie because it was a weird movie. But again, John Leguizamo, nobody even had you in their thought when it came to this movie. And now, after you publicly trashed this movie and said you would never watch it, now all of a sudden you want to be part of the sequel? Dude, just admit you saw the dollar signs, and that's what's really most important to you. It says, when casting announcements were made about Illumination's collaboration with Nintendo, there was almost universal uproar over some of the choices. At the center of that storm was Chris Pratt as the voice of the iconic plumber himself, and Leguizamo was quick to express his annoyance at the lack of diversity in the casting choices. At the time, the actor said the movie was backwards for its lack of diversity. He noted that it was too bad that they went all white with no Latinx leads. God. Fuck you into the Latinx shit, man. Seriously. He also claimed that he was the only one who knows how to make this movie work script-wise. Is that so? Is that so? Because according to the box office, it's about to hit $1 billion very soon. So I'm pretty sure they knew exactly what they were doing, Leguizamo. Your ego is wild. I don't know why you think that you are allowed to have an ego this big, but it just, your track record does not support an inflated ego like this. You are insane, my brother. It says the phenomenal success of the movie seems to have suggested otherwise. Thank you. At least someone actually said it. As the film has almost doubled the box office of Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania to become the highest grossing movie of the year, but is also the highest grossing video game adaptation and highest grossing many other things to boot. Now it looks like Leguizamo would consider joining any future outings of the plumbing duo on one condition, he told IndieWire. And what was that one condition, you're asking? Well, quite simple. If they start to do the right thing and add more inclusivity, I'd consider it. Like, what? Come on, man. Leguizamo. Bro, Leguizamo, stop, dude. Stop it. Just stop it. Like, you are not that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not that level of actor that all of a sudden people need to bend the knee to you and do your demands of inclusivity and diversity and virtue signaling. Clearly, it wasn't necessary for this movie to hit almost $1 billion and be one of the most successful movies of all time, not only for this year, but just in general. It didn't have to do it, man. So clearly, it's not necessary, and you trying to pretend as if it is so that they can get you Why would they want to get you? Nobody went into this movie hoping that John Leguizamo was in it. I don't know of a single person that said, man, I really hope they bring back Leguizamo for this movie. Nobody said that. So let's not pretend like that's the case, man. And the fact that you keep using Latinx and trying to make it a thing, like, you really need to stop that shit. So it says, despite the initial criticisms of the casting of Chris Pratt as Mario, the movie has managed to exceed all expectations and prove that even with much online unrest, there are some films that are just unstoppable at the box office if they appeal to their audience enough. And that's the whole point. Like, that's why I made a video before about Super Mario, talking about giving the fans what they want. If you give the fans what they want, they will reward you with their money. I don't know how many times I have to say that. It is really the easiest and simplest thing to remember when you're creating content, or you're creating movies, TV shows, video games, whatever, even YouTube videos. Give the fans what they want. If people are asking you for a certain thing, give them what they want, and they will reward you with their money, their time, their attention, their praise, whatever the case may be. They're going to reward you if you continue to give them what they're asking for. It really isn't a hard concept. It says releasing around the Easter weekend holiday certainly helped the Super Mario Bros. Movie hit its primary audience of families, with an opening weekend haul that almost immediately made the film the highest grossing movie of the year. Since then, positive audience reactions, which contrasted the more negative reviews of critics, saw the movie power up to a current worldwide gross of $750 million, the combined gross of Quantumania and John Wick 4, which sit in second and third position. Wow, that is insane, dude. It made more money, or the combined money, of Quantumania and John Wick 4. And John Wick 4 has like a cult following, so it has a lot of people that wanted to go see that movie. I would dare say more than Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So that is pretty freaking damn impressive, man. That is just amazing for an animated film. Essentially, Super Mario Bros. Movie has proven that actors behind the voices of animated characters don't matter all that much, which we've said many times. It doesn't matter what the actor looks like. All that matters is, can they pull off the voice for the character? And can they bring that character to life? That's really it. It says what matters is that the end product entertains its audiences, provides fans of a franchise with just enough nods and references to raise a smile, and ultimately makes a trip to the cinema worthwhile. It seems that the Super Mario Bros. Movie managed to do that in a way that many other movies are failing to do right now, and it's not surprising that more Nintendo-based movies are on the way. Dude, honestly, I need to see more Nintendo movies. I want there to be so much competition against Disney and against Pixar that it destroys them. I really want that. Like, they need to have competition, because that's the problem. Disney was riding on the coattails of no competition for such a long time that now, if Nintendo starts to come out with their own animated universe, can you imagine that? That would be fantastic to see them go against Disney and Pixar. It really needs to happen, because Disney's way too comfortable that they thought that they can lose all the money in the world and still be okay. They need to realize that that is not the case, and slowly but surely, they are realizing that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.